Hey everybody, I have here on me the Huawei Mate 30 Pro. The hardware on this phone is freaking awesome, but software is going to be a problem. And I just got this phone today, and it's seriously one of the most dramatic turn of events I've experienced yet personally. So allow me to explain. So by now, you already know that the Huawei Mate 30 Pro cannot ship with Google apps inside the phone because of President Trump putting Huawei on the entity list. It basically bans Huawei from doing business with US companies. So Huawei can still run Android on the phone because it's open source, but it cannot install Google frameworks. But when Huawei launched this phone in Munich, pretty soon within an hour, word started spreading that there is an app out there on the internet called LZ Play that allows this phone to install Google apps without any issues. And that's what basically every tech YouTuber, tech reviewer did. Like if you watch Mr. Who's the Boss, Frankie Tech, or Android Authority, Android Central, all of them, they got Google apps on the phone via LZ Play. And according to all of them, Google apps such as Gmail, Google Maps worked perfectly fine on the Mate 30 Pro. So everything's good, right? Not quite. About 24 hours ago, there's a researcher named John Woo. And no, not the John Woo that directed Chow Yun-fat and all those 80s and 90s Hong Kong action movies. I think he's based in the US. He's an Android expert, Android researcher. He basically thought the LZ Play app was very suspicious, and he started digging into it. And what he revealed was that the LZ Play app, it's developed secretly between Huawei and Google. I mean, he didn't say that explicitly, but he implied that the app was developed in partnership between Huawei and Google to secretly allow this phone install Google apps via a backdoor. Now, the bad news is that anytime you open a backdoor in a phone, that's kind of opening up the phone to security risk. So shortly, within hours of Mr. Wu publishing that piece to the internet, the entire LZ Play app was shut down and pulled. Now, to this day, Huawei denies that they have any involvement with LZ Play, but the reality is, as soon as Mr. Wu highlighted the fact that the LZ Play, it's kind of shady, the app disappeared off the internet. And once it disappeared, now this phone cannot install Google apps anymore. And this is where I come in. The news of LZ Play being shut down hit the internet around 6 a.m. Hong Kong time today. I got this phone at 9 a.m. The phone technically was shipped to me from China 3 days ago, but I was in Thailand on vacation, so I couldn't pick up the phone. And then yesterday, I wanted to pick up the phone. The phone was sitting in Hong Kong waiting for me, but I couldn't pick it up because there was a major protest yesterday in Hong Kong that shut down the entire city. Like, every store was closed. So I had to wait until today at 9 a.m. when the store opened to go pick it up, and that was the earliest I could. So I missed LZ Play by 3 hours. The app was shut down at 6 a.m. I picked up this phone at 9 a.m. And because I missed LZ Play, now I cannot install Google apps on this phone. I have tried. There's no way of sideloading it. Now the good news for people who already have a Mate 30 Pro and they've already installed it, your phone is safe for now. So Android Authority, Android Central, Frankie Tech, all the Mate 30 Pro should still be fine. But going forward, anyone that buys this phone cannot install Google apps, at least until Huawei works out the entity thing with Google, or maybe LZ Play pops up again secretly, I don't know. But as of now, this phone cannot install Google apps, and that's a damn shame because this phone is awesome. The hardware is freaking awesome. Like, in my opinion, first of all, this is just my opinion, but I think this is the best looking back of any phone right now. I love this circular design. I love this ring. It adds a bit of texture to it. I like the vertical text, or the horizontal text, I mean, that, you know, it looks nice. And I'm not even a big fan of this color. I think the black version and the purple version looks much better than this kind of green blue, but still, this phone just looks stunning to my eyes, and I like this look better than the Galaxy Note 10, the Vivo Nix 3, OnePlus 7T, iPhone 11 Pro, any of them. Now, I only think this phone looks great from the back, because when you switch over to the front, unfortunately, I am not a fan of this giant ass notch. Now I know why this is needed, because this phone has real 3D face unlock like iPhones, and it works excellent. It works perfectly basically. Anytime I point to my face, it unlocks right away, and it's supposedly more secure than the 2D face unlock that you get from, say, a Samsung phone or OnePlus phone. But to be honest, This phone also has a really damn good fingerprint reader. So I'd rather just use fingerprint reader and get rid of the notch. I don't need face scanning if the fingerprint sensor is this good. So I would much prefer if this phone didn't have a notch and just went completely uninterrupted display. But it is what it is, and this is the only part of the phone that's an eyesore. Everything else about this phone is stunning and gorgeous. Now the good news for me is there is a way to hide the notch. You go into settings, you can hide the notch, and now, I mean, you still get a pretty giant digital bezel up top, but I like it much better than a notch. At least now it looks symmetrical, and now this phone looks pretty good. Now, another thing about this phone is it has that waterfall display, and I know that a lot of people are not a fan of this curve, including Tech Alter, whose videos I respect a lot. That guy knows what he's talking about. But I think personally, I like these drastic curves. I already set so on my Vivo Nix 3, as long as it doesn't result in accidental palm touches, and it doesn't. So let's just check it out. See, my palm is touching the sides and it is not affecting the screen. So as long as they figure out palm rejection, I will take the drastic curve screen because I think it just looks nice. This looks so damn sleek. Unlike the Vivo Nix 3, actually has a physical power button, but there is no volume rocker. So to adjust volume is pretty cool. You double tap on the side and then you slide up and down, and it works on either side. So you double tap here, then you can slide up and down on the side. Now unfortunately, like I already said, there's no Google apps, but you'll see I'm still running Chrome, because you can go APK Mirror and side load apps such as Instagram, Twitter, and all these apps work fine. And Chrome works fine too, but Gmail, Google Maps, YouTube, and Google Play or Google Pay will not work, because those apps need Google frameworks and you need system admin permissions to do that, and Huawei does not have permission to do that legally right now because of what President Trump did. I'm not going to go over all the usual specs because I got this phone so late. By now you already know, Kirin 990, super powerful. I ran Geekbench already, and the score is ridiculous. 11,914 multi-core 3872 single core. The camera, as you expect, it's really damn good. This is a standard angle shot. This is a wide angle shot, and because this is a 40 megapixel wide angle lens, so this wide angle shot is more detailed and sharper than just about any other wide angle cameras out there. And another feature that I'm gonna have a lot of fun with is super ultra slow motion at a frame rate. It's ridiculous, man, what Huawei can do with hardware. The frame rate slows down to 7,680 frames per second. Now, if you're not familiar, for slow motion videos, the more frames per second, the better, because that means you can slow down the footage and have it look smooth. So just about any other phone out there, they max out at 960 frames per second, 960. Huawei somehow can do 7680. It's insane what Huawei can pull off in terms of hardware. And the slow motion effect is so slow, it basically slows down time. I mean, check out right here. I'm pouring water and look at it. The water is basically like frozen in time. Now likewise right here, I'm dropping coins. Let's rewind a bit. So look at this coin. It's free falling right now, and it's basically in super slow motion. Now this reminds me of bullet time in the Matrix. If you're too young and you haven't seen the Matrix yet, then this reminds me of Quicksilver's action scenes in the recent X-Men movies. So yeah, the fact that a smartphone can shoot this, it's amazing. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this, like taking pictures of cats, you know, like if I catch a cat jumping, or maybe someone dive into a swimming pool and you see a splash of water. It's gonna be fun, man. So in terms of hardware, the Huawei Mate 30 Pro is freaking insane. So I am hoping Huawei works out this Google thing with the US government, or LZ Play comes back with a secret app, because I really want to use this phone as my daily driver, but I cannot do so unless Google apps work fine on this phone. So that's about it for this quick kind of, I don't even know what the hell this is. This is not a review, this is not hands-on. It's just me going on about Huawei Mate 30 Pro, how awesome the slow motion camera is, and the crazy ass incident that prevented me from getting Google. The phone was waiting for me yesterday, but the Hong Kong protest shut down the city and I couldn't pick up the phone. I got it today at 9 a.m., but 3 hours before that, the app was shut down. So damn. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.